And welcome back, this is Ballerscuba with more Let's Play East 2. This may very well be the finale today. We are with my final party of Adol Christian, all by himself. He's a level 52 swordsman, he can tackle everything by himself. When we last left off, the world landed. And we went around the world talking to everybody about it. We are back to take on the final boss of the game. At least there's only one more entry in my notes. We have special equipment for this, so let's go over it kind of quickly here. The equip screen's the best spot for it. I have time magic equipped, not because I want to use it, but because I want to switch over to shield magic. But shield magic is a constant drain, similar to the ultra magic and the light magic, so I don't want it equipped right now. Creates a barrier that none can penetrate. Not entirely true, but we'll get into that more later. I also have the Goddess Ring equipped. It's imbued with the power to purify evil. And as you can see, it invokes the goddesses to weaken Darm. That's what it says up there. That's probably going to be necessary. Plus, it increased my strength and defense by 2? I almost said 3, but it's just 2. But I'm gonna want that. Want the shield magic. In terms of the item, I have the elixir equipped. It is the best item in the game because it automatically works. The problem is there's only one of them. If you don't have it, the Salsetta flower works just as nicely, but you'll want to use that while you're alive. The elixir you can't use, it's just automatically used. So it's more efficient that way, I guess, but if you don't have it, the Salsetta flower does the trick just fine. With that said, let's head in. I'm short of 12 mana, but I'll be fine, I think. Let's head in. Further into the core of ancient East. Once you step on this, it's the point of no return. It automatically starts a sequence, too. So let me just step on it and let go of the button. Oh, a little bit further? There we go. And it starts the automatic sequence. Adol, you need to run and jump for victory. Before you step on the warp, you're gonna wanna activate your shield magic. Let's do that now and head in. Like I said, it is a constant drain, but we have found Darm. I am Darm. I am the source from which magic and demon kind alike were formed. My power is that which created Ys, and my power alone can sustain it. I shall consume your very soul, and you shall know true despair. And it is boss time. We're up against Darm. Darm likes to shoot those blue things out at you. As you can see, my shield magic is not essentially stopping anything from hitting me, it's just making it affect my mana, my MP, instead of my HP. So, there, it's that. It essentially gives me a secondary health bar, which I will probably need for this because I'm not fighting well so far. Things are going pretty poorly, actually. He also shoots out balls that come at you. You want to avoid the balls. Do not take the balls to the face. I was hoping to get through a good portion of his health before I got to my health bar, but there we go, we're down to my health bar. Those blue things, they just come at you from all sides. So hard to predict, especially when I have to get right on top of them to hit him. And they travel at different speeds, too. Ugh. Is he not high? All right, there we go. Down goes Darm, and we're down to phase 2, which is when he becomes the Black Pearl. There's a few things that he does. That's a nightmare. Don't get hit by that. But if you can avoid that, and you can avoid that, things will work out well. There, the elixir got activated. I was kind of hoping for it to be a little bit further down, but what are you gonna do? Damn, that does so much. All right, we're getting there, though. We're getting there. The shield magic makes this so much easier. No, damn it. Keep on hitting him, one more. And down goes Darm. And I get a full heal and 5,000 experience, 2,550 gold. But my magic goes away. Notice that it's not just my magic, it's also my max magic. All of my magic is now gone. We have destroyed magic. Adol was greeted with a sea of smiling faces. The goddesses, Lily and the descendants of the 6 priests were there. Mr. Adol? You did it, man! And guess what? Turns out I'm a descendant of one of the 6 priests myself. Priest Hadal was my ancestor. Kinda cool, huh? The whole time you were fighting, I was praying that you'd be able to banish the Black Pearl from this world. Then I heard a shattering sound, and I knew you'd done it. I knew everything was going to be all right. It'll all be peaceful like it was before. Finally, everyone can live in a world free from the torment of demons. I should be happy, but I can't stop crying. Tarf, please don't cry. If you do, you'll get me started too, and then I won't be able to stop. My name is Maria Mesa. The blood of Priest Mesa runs through my veins. The demons offered up sacrifices in hopes of tracking down and killing the descendants of the priests. Darm knew what the goddesses were planning, and he feared they might succeed, as well he should have. I'm sure the only reason I'm still alive after the sacrificial ceremony is because of the priest's bracelet. Peace has returned, but at the cost of more lives than I'd care to imagine. I'm going to build a monument in the Campanile of Lane to commemorate all who were sacrificed there. Adol, my boy, you did it! You really did it! My last name is Dabby. I guess Priest Dabby is an ancestor of mine. Who knew? You couldn't put 2 and 2 together there, Gordo? The goddesses told me in a dream to come here. When I first met you in Ramia Village, I somehow just had this feeling. I knew you'd be the one to guide us, the one to lead us into a new age of peace and prosperity. It's amazing. At long last, East has been set free of its ancient curse. It's like a whole new beginning for us. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm babbling, but I'm just so excited. In any case, I can't wait to get back home. Now that the shrine's free of demons, old man Reg will flip his lid. Adol, it's me, Keith. I am no longer a demon, so I apologize if my appearance surprises you. Magic has vanished from the land, and with it, so too has the curse placed upon me. When I was imprisoned in Burnbless, I lost myself in reverie. I remembered when my sister was killed by the demons. I remember what she said to me that evening, 6 months ago, the day she was taken from this mortal coil. It was like her blood had stained the sunset, and as the life slipped from her body, she struggled to speak. And with her dying breath, she said to me, "I pity the demons." At the time, I simply didn't understand. I was consumed by sorrow and rage at her loss, so the idea of pity toward demons seemed like nonsense. But now that I've been a demon myself, I think I understand. Back in Burnbless, when I held the Black Pearl in my demonic hand, I was overcome with dark desires. Demons are controlled by a bottomless well of evil intent. They are incapable of creation. All they are, and all they know, is destruction. But Marl loved to create. She loved it more than anything, and she pitied the demons for what they lacked. My apologies. I don't mean to bring down the mood. This is no time for such depressing talk. This is a time for celebration. We have overcome the greatest disaster we've ever faced, and we have you to thank for that, Adol. Words cannot express our gratitude. My gratitude. Adol, you've really done it! Luda. I was standing in front of Darm Tower, and I saw that its summit engulfed in light, and then you shot into the sky. Due to the finality of your victory, I feel certain that Asteria will see many changes soon. Positive changes. Without the shadow of the demons looming over us, people can again stand on their own 2 feet. Now we can begin rebuilding. We have control over our lives once again. You are the one who reclaimed that right for us from the demons. Adol, What you have accomplished here is the true definition of heroism. Please, stay with us here in Asteria. We need your courage to help us rebuild this ravaged land. We need you to keep us on the right path. You did it, Adol. Like everybody else, I had a really odd dream before coming here myself. In it, the goddesses appeared before me and told me that Ys was returning to the surface, and I was to go to the shrine. I woke up and looked up, and there it was, the land of Ys, right in front of my eyes. I had to run like mad, and I just barely made it here in time for that final battle of yours. So, Adol, the magic that spawned the demons was the same magic that kept Ys afloat, correct? What an astounding power. It was made for our prosperity, and so quickly became a part of our everyday lives that ultimately it controlled us. And by relying so heavily on the power of magic, we sowed the seeds of our own undoing. It really makes you think. Everyone owes you an amazing debt of gratitude, Adol. Thank you. You've brought peace back to Ys. Congratulations. You've truly become a legend in your own time. Dogi's really eager to see you again, by the way. Dogi? Haven't heard that name all game, have I? He's not even in the notes, I don't think. Hey, Lilia. Adol, I'm so glad you're all right. When you were in the midst of the final battle, I thought my heart was going to explode. Maybe it did, and I somehow came back to life. If you have something to say, now's the time, little lady. Oh, she blushed a bit. Goban, you're mean. Adol, don't worry. I'm really very happy to see you. Very, very happy. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. After 700 years of separation, the peoples of Ys and Asteria and the rest of the world can reunite as one. Many glorious days await, far more now than ever before. From this time forward, there will be no need of goddesses or priests. One by one, all will come to believe in themselves in this new age. The two of us will see to it that the magic brought about by the Black Pearl will never be revived again. We will watch over the land to make sure this peace endures. We will never forget you or what you've done for us, Adol. You have our eternal, undying gratitude. I think we're third wheels here. We should probably let ourselves out. That's probably a good idea, Maria. Good thought, Maria. Adol, we're going to head back. Well, technically you guys are like fourth wheels, because there's two goddesses. Lilia, you should probably go too. Maybe not. Wait, maybe they were... Yeah, I was about to say maybe they meant the third wheel between Lilia and me. Nah, she eventually left. Oh, it's just gonna be me and Fina, is it? You never did say anything, Fina. You still upset about the measurement thing? Because I kind of am too. There's so much I want to say. I don't even know where to begin. After you rescued me from the depths of the shrine, I stayed at Jebba's house for a short while. I feel like I understand everything now. I never knew so many wonderful people lived in this world. There's no real need for goddesses or priests. And now even the floating land of Ys will be a thing of the past, as Asteria becomes whole again. I have so many happy memories from my time here, but the best will always be the time I spent with you. I want you to know that, more than anything else. During the time I spent with you, I truly felt human. I must go. Rhea is waiting for me. I hope that you'll think of me from time to time, and when you do, I hope you remember me as a girl, not as a goddess. Fare thee well. Fina. And that's the game. That is East 2 down. I know they're basically doing East 1 and 2 together, but I'm gonna try to stick to East 2 for this one. I feel like East 2 was a huge expansion over the previous game as I talk over what does sound like good music, but I feel like it's a huge expansion, and I think that this is a series that deserves attention, right? 1988, I believe, is when East 2 came out as well. Oh, hey, I'm back. And all my friends are there. Back in the lands. Even the Roos seem to be doing all right. But like I said, it's a huge expansion. I think it's forgotten. I think that, like I said for East 1, I feel that Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest kind of are the pantheon of classic JRPGs, Japanese RPGs. I feel like East deserves a spot right next to them. This game was hugely influential. I don't even think hugely is a word, but hugely influential on JRPGs as a whole, even if it didn't necessarily have the impact here in North America. You'll struggle to find people here in North America that have heard of Ys until possibly recently when they just, started flooding Steam with Ys games because there were so many that people just had not played. Yeah, this game came out in 1988. I think Ys 1 and 2 have to be played together. I think it was split up due to memory reasons, and I think they should be played at least relatively close to one another. But ancient Ys has now vanished. We're getting a little preview here. I believe those are the Roos. And there they are worshiping at the goddess's statue. And that is the game, Finn. We have done it. Like I said, I believe that these games are incredible for the time, but I think they also stand the test of time as long as you're okay with the battle system. And I know that is the main thing that holds people back from these games, is that it's just bumping into things. At least in East 2, you do get some kind of ranged magic that honestly kind of overpowers you once you get the hang of it, especially once you get that falcon shot. But this game, I think, deserves a lot more attention than it has gotten previously. I know that even though I played the games, well... Oh, by the way, I believe from this point I have to hit New Game, Chronicles, it doesn't matter, and then I think once I get through all of this... Can I skip all of this? This is the only way to do it in the Chronicles version. This is starting a new game from scratch. Hey, look, it's the goddesses. Nobody will ever know which ones they are. Adol, we must guide Adol. Yes, you must. Fina. Oh, they say it! I'm sure you'll be able to. Let's be on our way. All that we seek can be found in the shrine. So we get a new little introduction cutscene here. Right, this is what I think it was Legs, right? I think that was Legs. This is what Legs mentioned before. What the? Am I saying things? A little bit. He fell out of the... All right, so now we're back to the normal story. So we get a new introduction cutscene. They know that I have beaten the game. Right? They know that I have done it. There is something that I wanted to show off here. There is a purpose to all of this. But yeah, like I said, I think the music is fantastic. Even if you play the 1988 version of the music, I think that it is great. The graphics, of course, we weren't really going through the game with the original graphics. The graphics are not as stunning as I would say the music was, but they were definitely good for the time. 1988 graphics weren't necessarily all the best, but once again, I think this is a series that is forgotten and it shouldn't be. So why did I have to do all this? Start all over? God, I have no HP. There's one reason and one reason alone, because this is the only way that you can get Darm's bestiary entry. This is it. This is how you do it in this version of the game. If you're playing the Eternal versions or the complete versions, all you have to do is reload your save. But in this version, like I said, I think it's a bug. This is the only way to get Darm listed. So Darm, 510 HP, level 51. I was a little bit higher than that. Once again, 5,000 experience, 2,550 gold. No clue why they gave that to you. It is useless. But Darm, the source of all magic and all demons, once guided the land of East to prosperity, but later spawned demon kind. Some call him the Devil. His true form is the Black Pearl, an item housing unimaginable dark power. I felt like the story was pretty good, if a little unclear, and doesn't necessarily always make sense. How you doing, Benoa? I actually did not want to talk to you, and I forgot that you do that as soon as I walk out. Oh, thank you, a letter. I will not be doing this. Technically, if you're playing the Chronicles version, the only way to get a full and complete bestiary is to play through the game twice. I am not going to be doing that. I just wanted to show off Darm's entry in the bestiary. But I will be showing off all the mascots and the full and complete bestiary in my previous save outside of Darm for a bonus video. But for the time being, that is going to do it for these parts of and this Let's Play of East 2. I've been Ballerscope. I've been joined, as always, by our champion, the savior of East, the destroyer of magic itself, Adol Kristen. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.